Do we have a Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase combo deal headed our way soon? There are rumors going around, specifically with one team, the Dodgers. We know Shane Bieber is likely to get dealt. We can all feel confident in that heading into the final year of arbitration. But Emmanuel Clase is an interesting one because of all of the years of control. It is a team-friendly financial situation, so why would Cleveland move him? Well, there are teams that are interested and teams that are pushing. So in this video, we are going to build a trade. We're going to identify the targets because it makes sense for more than just the Dodgers to pursue this trade. And I know we've got 4 on the thumbnail, but there's about 10 that could make an argument. 10 of you out there with a fan base that might be raising your hand saying, what about us? We will address all of those teams. We will move through them quickly because, yes, you could find a Cubs conversation, Yankees conversation, Angels, Reds, Braves, and on and on and on. We're going to get into this thing. I want to remind you all, if you have not yet, to those watching the premiere, hit the like. If you missed the premiere, you're watching this when you had time, make sure to hit that like, help us get to the overall goal, and subscribe if you have not yet. Now, let's talk about this. Sports Illustrated, specifically from inside the Reds fan nation, Cleveland Guardians could trade Emmanuel Clase and Bieber together in a package deal. And it referenced a Ken Rosenthal conversation on Fair Territory talking about how to get a good package for Bieber, they may include Emmanuel Clase. So again, combo deal. Let's put it together. Right off the top, we talked about how there is a team that already has rumors swirling, and it is the Dodgers. As they are building this super team, they are putting together a team that no team can beat. If an alien species comes down to our planet, challenges us to a baseball game for the planet, we would send the Dodgers in our representative. That's the kind of team that the Dodgers are building here. So the Dodgers are rumored, certainly could find them at the back of that rotation with Clase, and Bieber would be a pretty good number 5 in that rotation. But let's take a look at these teams again on the board. Braves, Red Sox, Cubs, Reds, Phillies, Yankees, Rangers, Angels, Dodgers, and Padres all could find a reason to execute a trade. But to get to the Final Four, as you can see in the rundown, the Final 4 teams to pull off the trade, and you already know it's in the main thumbnail who our Final 4 are going to be. But when we are going to eliminate teams, we're gonna eliminate teams based on, do you have a need for both? The Braves, the Red Sox, and the Reds do not have a need for both. Yes, all 3 could take on Shane Bieber's services, but in this world, it's a combo deal. We're trading both of them. The Braves have Iglesias, the Red Sox have Jensen, and the Reds have Diaz. So those 3 teams don't have the same need that some of the other teams do. So let's get back to the board. Let's talk about the teams that have the need for both. Cubs, Phillies, Yankees, Rangers, Dodgers, Angels, Padres are the teams that advance to the next round with the need for both. We're going to eliminate these teams down, and we're going to talk about why. But first, let's look at Clase. Entering his age 26 season in 2024, he's only going to make $2.5 million. Who's his agent? $4.5 million next year. 6th year after that. Bought out the years of arbitration and threw in the club options, $10 million a year for 27 and 28. This is a phenomenal deal for any team, not necessarily for Clase. Again, who's this man's agent? And the other element in this trade is Shane Bieber. 19, 20, and 21 were the peak Shane Bieber years. We have not been back to that level, though I'd argue 2022 was a good year. The K rate was extremely low, the lowest we had seen in years. And then in 2023, we did not see the K rate bounce back. And if anything, we saw a pitcher that really looked like he was far from that Cy Young candidate. But there were some injuries last year. Really, that 3.80 ERA stands out since 2019 as sort of an outlier. Is he going to be a 3.80 ERA pitcher, or can he get it back down to the low threes, maybe high twos? I would argue there's still some good innings in this arm. So let's get back to the teams that we are going to start to eliminate and whittle down. I'm going to take the Angels off the board. I believe this is going to be a go-for-it mode team that is trying to win the World Series or win the division. I know the Angels maybe are trying to tell the fan base that they want to do that, but you have to tell the fan base that. I do not believe the Angels are going to be a serious contender in 2024, so we're going to remove them. I'm also going to remove the Cubs because I think the Cubs can convince themselves that Alzolay is good at the back of that bullpen and they don't have to part with the package. This is a fair notice here. When your team gets to the Final Four, the package to get these two is going to hurt a little bit. And Cubs fans, I don't think you want to give up the players that it's going to take. And you have Alzolay there right now. That might work. We're going to remove the Yankees. The Yankees just pulled off the trade for Juan Soto. I think if we were just getting Shane Bieber, that would be one thing. And also there's Clay Holmes at the back of that bullpen. Plenty of reasons to remove the Yankees from the conversation. So here's the four. The Phillies, the Dodgers, the Rangers, and the Padres. Let's make it look a little cleaner here. And that looks better. So let's pull this together. Now we're going to use baseball trade values to help us along the way. And we see the value, Clase 51.4, Bieber 5.6. That Clase A number is going to be tough to get to. Let's start with the Philadelphia Phillies. They're going to lead us off. And we're going to put together a package of Mick Abel, Alec Bohm, Carlos De La Cruz, and Gregory Soto. I told you this was going to hurt. There are already Philadelphia Phillies fans that are commenting below about how they don't want to part with Mick Abel. Comment below. Let me know what you think as we get to your teams and we get to these trades. It's going to hurt. The package that you're going to have to give up, you're going to feel it. And if you don't like how that feels, then you don't want Emmanuel Clase. But this would be the package that I find that works for both sides. We put it into the baseball trade values machine. It's not a perfect trade. It's a $52.5 million value for Cleveland, $57 for the Phillies. So it's close and it gets a fair trade. All trades that I show you will get the fair trade stamp. But again, some are better than others. Some work for both sides better than others. This one's okay. Again, the value's close, but I don't necessarily love it. I want more pop headed to Cleveland if I can. And I also understand that Cleveland's in a financial situation, potentially even more so, with their RSN. So maybe sending Bohm and Soto's contracts. Maybe I don't like that either. This trade is all right. I don't love it. Let's continue. We're going to pick a winner. We got these final four trades, and we're going to pick a winner. Let's go to Texas. Another team we're dealing with RSN issues. Justin Foscue, Dane Dunning, Nathaniel Lowe, and Leody Taveras in the trade to Cleveland. Nathaniel Lowe is included in here because he's heading into an arbitration year where he could be looking at $8 or $9 million bucks. I think if you're Texas and you're dealing with this RSN thing, Nathaniel Lowe is a piece that you might be willing to move because of that. We take a look at how this looks. It is a $60 million value going to Cleveland, $57 million going to the Rangers. Again, a fair trade. This is all right. I have a feeling, though, that Texas fans, you're talking about Taveras, you're talking about Foscue, you're talking about Lowe. Again, you're probably typing away or tapping away about how you don't want to do this and give that much up. Again, this is what it costs for your franchise to be in the conversation here. Let's move on to the Padres. It's Ha-Sung Kim. It's Robbie Snelling. It's Graham Pauley. It's Randy Vasquez. Here's how the trade looks when we put it on paper. Again, Vasquez, Pauley, Snelling, Kim give us a $54 million value compared to the $57. A little bit better, but Padres fans, don't you need Ha-Sung Kim? I think you might. Snelling and Pauley, they're prospects. Pauley is a prospect with some pop. So we're sending some power to Cleveland in this trade, though albeit minor league numbers. Maybe this is how he's going to, again, continue to progress towards the major leagues to be. And we're sending a pitching prospect. We're sending an established MLB player. I like this trade all around. And again, when we take a look at it, we are with a fair trade here. So, one more to go, and it's the Dodgers. The Dodgers can pull this off with a 3-player trade. Lux, Vargas, and Frasso. 2 position players and a pitching prospect. And the beauty about this, too, is that all 3 of them are cheap. We're talking pre-arbitration. We're talking not even on that scale yet with a guy like Frasso. This is something that pulls together nicely in a $57.4 to $57 million value here. When we look at this, Lux, Vargas, and Frasso for Clase and Bieber, things start to look good here. Again, fair trade. Obviously, we pull them all together. Who's the winner? Which team wins? Comment below with your pick. Dodgers, Padres, Rangers, Phillies fans. Do you say no to these trades? Do you say, I don't care, we need Clase at the back of the bullpen and we need Bieber in our rotation? I don't care. Pascu, it may be terrible at the major league level. Dunning's okay. Low, we're not going to be able to re-sign him down the road anyway. Move him. What are you thinking if you're a fan base of one of these teams? Is it a no way? Or are we close to something here? Who's the winner? In my opinion, the team that makes the most sense as a trade partner with Cleveland are the Dodgers. The Dodgers get Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase, and the Cleveland Guardians get Gavin Lux, Miguel Vargas, and Nick Frasso to get the deal done. It's the best trade of the trades that we ran through and before recording. The trades that the players that I were moving around to get to these trades. It's the best trade. The Dodgers are the best trade partner, period, of everybody for the Cleveland Guardians. Maybe the team doesn't have the need because they already have a closer. Maybe the team doesn't have a need because they have the starting pitching. Maybe they don't have the need because they're not going for it. Or if they do have the need, they don't have the perfect parts to slide in. Because again, Cleveland is a team dealing with the RSN. You're not going to be able to send a ton of salary Cleveland's way to get these guys. The Dodgers can do that. That's my perfect trade for Shane Bieber and Emmanuel Clase. Comment down below. Let me know what your trade is. Who are you parting with if you're the Dodgers? Are you on board with this? Does this get it done for you? Comment below and let me know what you think. Guys, we made it to the end. Ballcap Nation, I salute you for coming in and being here all the way to the end. Make sure to hit the like if you have not yet. Those watching the premiere, help us get to that goal. And those watching anytime, make sure to hit that like and see how close we can get to the overall goal. And comments down below. We have a 100 comment goal. So make sure to leave your thoughts, leave your trade so we can get to and exceed our comment goal. Guys, again, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate you. Ballcap Nation, I salute you one more time. Thank you for coming in and watching my video. And as always, if it's low, let it go. And if it's high, let it fly.